All right, man. Like I was talking to Tony, known you guys to be Vox guys. Vox AC30s. Don't see the AC30.
Yeah, I've got a spray paint orange amp here.
Yeah, which I have proof of. I leaned on it earlier, so I got that.
Yeah, I used field paint, so it was a bit of an oversight the other day because I just nothing, no shade to powertrain. I just didn't like the color of it, and I don't think I did it much better here, but it is what it is now. But yeah, the Voxes have always been kind of the mainstay, and I really do like them a lot, and kind of in some ways miss it. But I got this amp because I'm touring with a Kemper right now, which is, you know, extremely minimal. But the cool thing about this is it's you know, like I run a monitor out from the Kemper and it goes into, you know, a power amp. So essentially I have some stage volume. It's got tubes and 6v6, I think 2 of them, and it's got a power amp section and just like a flat EQ response that this guy, Michael Britt, who is like a big Kemper guy. He's kind of like, he's like the grandfather, godfather of Kemper. And he makes a lot of great profiles and stuff. And so he designed this with this company. I think the company's called Valve Train.
It is, yep.
Yeah, Valve Train. And so I just decided to like try it out. I went to like some guitar shop in Austin and they had one and I was talking to him. And he was like, you should try this out. So I just bought it for like $900, whatever it was. And so far so good. I mean, I've also like run this through a Vox through the effects loop just to get some like stage volume. But this, I think, just takes profiles way better.
It's designed for it.
It's designed for it, yeah. It just like, I don't know, it doesn't get as shrill and biting as the Vox with the Kemper profiles. I don't know why, I don't know what they did to it, but whatever the EQ is perfect for this thing. And the speaker, whatever it is, a red, white, and blues is like, I guess, a pretty flat response speaker. I don't know, Michael Britt picked it out and it's, I don't know, sounds great to me.
Now, obviously, we are talking about the profiler that's hitting the powertrain from Valve Train. How did that become into your reality?
COVID, man. It was like, we were on tour, and I was touring at that time with a normal rig. I had a pedal board, I had the Vox, and had been doing that for my entirety of touring, but we like were on the road whenever COVID happened, and all my stuff went home with the Louisville guys, and I had just one guitar, and no amps, no pedals, nothing. And I was just, you know, like running into my computer doing sims for the first like couple months of quarantine, and I really did not enjoy it at all. So I was like, I'm gonna try out a Kemper, see how it is, and it just became like the perfect solution. I mean, honestly, I've played it pretty much every day. I mean, I have so much diversity of sound. It's so portable, it's so simple to throw into a Pelican with my microphones and my cables and everything, fly with it. I don't really worry about it. I have it backed up on a thumb drive. If I want to backline at a festival, I can just plug it in, got everything right there, and then all I need is a guitar to travel with. And it's really just a practical decision that isn't the coolest rock and roll decision. And if somebody else wants to come set up my stuff for me, I'll gladly go back to amps and pedals. But until that day comes, this thing is just kind of like ease of use. And honestly, the marginal difference in quality, I think, is not noticeable to pretty much anybody. So
now I'm curious if you're like one of those like vegan people or like CrossFit person that like you try to recruit new members, or do you leave Tony to be the analog guy and you're okay? Or are you pushing the religion of digital technology, digital modeling? I
think in terms of like your home setup, you should have one because it's awesome, but I would be ashamed of us if we both had Kempers on stage, to be honest. No shade to Kemper, I'd still take a free one if you guys want to, but you know, I think it's good to have a little bit of the old-fashioned guitar on stage too, but
fair enough.
I'm just, you know, when you've toured so much, at a certain point you're like, how can I just make this so easy for myself to where I don't even worry about anything and it's like guaranteed to work. Ground lifts, if I take this to Europe, it's gonna work there, it's gonna work everywhere. So it's a pretty simple solution to a lot of problems.